It's your boy Evie. You're watching Evie Family ENT. And if you like what you see, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. So you could become part of Evie's family. We are doing Eminem Beautiful Dirty version. I made sure it's a dirty version today. So let's get it. Let's go. I haven't heard this song in a very, very long time. But yes, I've heard the song. Yes, I've heard the song multiple times. Yes, I'm well aware of this song. I used to love this song as a kid. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it now. I got to see. Because I like the words. I love what he's talking, like what the content is. But also, as far as like on the list of my favorite Eminem songs, I wouldn't put this one up there. Like, I barely ever replayed this one. And I think it's because the radio ruined that for me when I was a kid. They played the shit out of this song on the radio. On 95.5. And back when 95.5 was like actually like rap and hip hop. And now 95.5 is all pop music, I think. I don't know. I haven't listened to the radio in over what? Like 4 or 5 years now? So let's do it.
Lately I've been hard to reach. I've been too long on my own.
Gamer, what the hell are you talking about? Gamer said, I used to think his name was Eminem. Like, actually, Eminem. That's hilarious. Not even gonna lie, because I did too when I was a kid.
I've been hard to reach.
Oh, what up, Siraj?
I've been too long on my own. Everybody has a private one where they can be alone. Are you calling me? Are you trying to get through? Are you reaching out for me? I'm reaching out for you. I'm just so fucking depressed, I just can't seem to get out this slump. If I could just get over this hump, but I need something to pull me out this dump. I took my bruises, took my lumps, fell down and I got right back up. But I need that spark to get psyched back up in order for me to pick the mic back up. I don't know how or why.
Okay, you know, now that I'm actually reacting to the song, like you guys clearly see, I know every word, but now that I'm actually reacting, and when I did used to listen to this song all the time, you know, I never was looking for the rhyme structure or the rhyme scheme. And he's actually doing it on here. I mean, I shouldn't like second guess that. I automatically know that, but it's cool to actually go through and try to see exactly what he's doing on this, because I never have, ever, on this song, at least, in particular. Like, I've probably seen every Eminem reaction there is to ever see. But not on this song, because I was so over this song, because I heard it so much, that I didn't even want to watch reactions to this song. That's how much I was over it. But he's actually, the lump, dump, fell down, then I got right back up, and they did the up 3 times in a row. So I want to see what different schemes he come with. That's what I'm going to be focused on.
Are you reaching out for me?
Love to see you in here.
I'm reaching out for you. I'm just so fucking depressed, I just can't seem to get out this slump. If I could just get over this hump, but I need something to pull me out this dump. I took my bruises, took my lumps, fell down and I got right back up. But I need that spark to get psyched back up in order for me to pick the mic back up. I don't know how or why or when I ended up in this position I'm in. I'm starting to feel distant again, so I decided just to pick this pen up and try to make an attempt to vent. But I just can't admit or come to grips with the fact that I may be done with rap. I need a new outlet, and I know some shit's so hard to swallow, but I just can't sit back and wallow in my own sorrow. But I know one fact, I'll be one tough act to follow. One tough act to follow. I'll be one tough act to follow. Here today, gone tomorrow, but you'd have to walk 1,000 miles. Not sure.
Like, okay, so the whole verse, you know, just imagine that, though. Just imagine if he would have really stopped right here. And then the crazy part about this, you know, I see those people in the chat that actually said they don't know this song. Anna, I don't know if you're trolling. I know Rose probably has never heard this, right? But I think Anna was being serious. I think Anna really meant she never heard this song. So if you've never heard this song, then you probably don't know like the background of this album either. And for the longest time, I always thought that Relapse was when he was on drugs on Relapse, but he's actually sober on Relapse. So he was on drugs on Encore, right? And M even said that in one of his songs. He said, Encore, I was on drugs. Relapse, I was flushing them out. And so he was actually sober on this one. But that's not even where it ends on this album. So when he went to rehab after Encore. And he was in rehab for like 4 years, I believe. Or at least he took a break from rapping for 4 years. I don't know exactly how long he was in rehab for. But then he was sober when he wrote Relapse. And he had to reteach himself how to rap on this album. Like, this was his introduction back to rap, and he didn't know how to rap, or he had to reteach himself because of all the drugs. And you know, M almost died. And look, we're definitely gonna do that song. I'm gonna do that song whether someone requested it or not. We're definitely doing Castle and a Rose one of these days. We're doing those songs back to back, right on the live. And so be prepared. We're doing that. I would love to see you in here for that one, Laura. But that just makes everything he just talked about on this our specific verse so much better, because he's talking about, I just can't seem to get out this dump. I fell down, now I got right back up. Like, I fell down, I went to rehab, I almost died, but I got right back up. But now I need something to give me that spark again. And he doesn't know what it is because he's just been away for so long. And so I think that's why he took the approach of like dissing other rappers and this and that at this time period. I think that's what his spark was to get him back up. But I'm so glad he didn't stop rapping at this
Right back up, but I need that spark to get psyched back up in order for me to pick the mic back up. I don't know how or why or when I ended up in this position I'm in. I'm starting to feel distant again, so I decided just to pick this pen up and try to make an attempt to vent, but I just can't admit or come to grips with the fact that I may be done with rap. I need a new outlet, and I know some shit's so hard to swallow, but I just can't sit back and wallow in my own sorrow. But I know one fact, I'll be one tough act to follow.
But I'll be one tough act to follow, and that's the damn truth. You know how I don't think we'll ever get another Eminem ever in this life, right? Even in the next generations, I don't think another M is gonna be here. And if it is, it's gotta be a effing clone. It has to be.
Fact that I may be done with rap, I need a new outlet, and I know some shit's so hard to swallow, but I just can't sit back and wallow in my own sorrow. But I know one fact, I'll be one tough act to follow. One tough act to follow. I'll be one tough act to follow. Here today, gone tomorrow, but you'd have to walk 1,000 miles in my shoes just to see what it's like to be me. I'll be you, like straight shoes, just to see what we be up to. Your pain, you feel mine, go inside each other's minds, just to see what we find. Look at shit through each other's eyes, but don't let them say you ain't you. Feel mine, go inside each other's minds, just to see what we find. Look at shit through each other's eyes, but don't let them say you ain't beautiful. Oh, they can all get fucked, just stay true to you. So don't let them say you ain't beautiful. Oh, they can all get fucked, just stay true. My sense of humor, everything's so tense and gloom. I almost feel like I gotta check the temperature of the room just as soon as I walk in. It's like all eyes on me, so I try to avoid any eye contact. Cause if I
it's like when I walk in, all eyes on me, so I try to avoid any eye contact. I just think that's cool the way he put that into the words. I mean, that's simple for M. But, you know, he's just, on this song, this is just him talking to you. He's just explaining, he's not even really explaining anything. He's just kind of going over, like, where, like, he's just showing you his life at this very, very moment and just what he's thinking about in everyday life. Because he's been away from the public for so long at this point. So I'd imagine it was probably super hard at this point. And then you got all this behind your name now with the whole rehab thing, with the whole almost overdosing, or did overdose, almost dying. And now to go back in the public, it's like that must have been hard, right? So it's like, I don't want anyone looking at me. And I think that might be M saying he was embarrassed. Is that what that's supposed to mean? Like, I was very embarrassed? But M's also so famous that I'd try to avoid any eye contact just because it wouldn't even be a specific reason. I'd try to intentionally avoid eye contact if I was as famous as M. But I think he's putting an underline there, like he's embarrassed about what happened, but he's also very happy he's back on. He's like got over that situation.
Let 'em say you ain't beautiful.
Oh, hey, Monica.
Oh, they can all get fucked, just stay true to you. I think I'm starting to lose my sense of humor. Everything's so tense and gloom. I almost feel like I gotta check the temperature of the room just as soon as I walk in. It's like all eyes on me, so I try to avoid any eye contact. Cause if I do that, then it opens the door for conversation like I want that. I'm not looking for extra attention, I just wanna be just like you. Blend in with the rest of the room, maybe just point me to the closest restroom. I don't need no fucking manservant trying to follow me around and wipe my ass. Laugh at every single joke I crack, and half of them ain't even funny like that. Marshall, you're so funny, man. You should be a comedian, goddamn. Unfortunately, I am. I just hide behind the tears of a clown. So I don't.
Unfortunately, I am. I just hide behind the tears of a clown. Now, that's a hard-hitting bar. And for a very long time, I never understood what that meant. Right? Like, this is one bar from this song that I definitely remembered. I remember all the words, but like actually hitting, remember? Because I've tried so many times to understand what that bar means. And I might actually need your help on this one, Laura. I think I understand what that bar means now. But so I think he's just saying, like, you know, he puts on a comedic front. He puts on a comedic front or a fake smile, or he puts on like a fake smile, and he puts on this fake happiness, but deep inside he's really not happy. I think that's what he means when it comes to that, but I also am second guessing myself because I don't know. And I haven't known for a very long time. I still don't think I know exactly. But I would love to know other people's or not their opinion. Why can't I talk today? I swear I'm losing my brain, y'all. I want to see their outlook on it. I want to see what their thoughts are on what that bar means.
And half of them ain't even funny like that. Marshall, you're so funny, man. You should be a comedian, goddamn. Unfortunately, I am. I just hide behind the tears of a clown. So why don't you all sit down? Listen to the tale I'm about to tell. Hell, we don't gotta trade our shoes, and you ain't gotta walk no 1,000 miles in my shoes just to see what it's like to be me. I'll be you. Let's trade shoes just to see what it'd be like to feel your pain. You feel mine. Go inside each other's minds just to see what we find. Look at shit through each other's eyes. But don't let them say you ain't beautiful. Oh, they can all get fucked, just stay true to you. So don't let them say you ain't beautiful. Oh, they can all get fucked, just stay true. For life to deal us with these bullshit hands with doubt. We gotta take these cards ourselves and flip them. Don't expect no help.
Yeah, nobody asked for this with these bullshit hands I'm dealt. We gotta flip that. We gotta flip the cards and basically flip the script on them. You know, you have to make your own life. You need to understand what you were brought, what life. And what aspect of life you were brought into. You know, he's basically saying stop crying about things, stop whining about things, stop dwelling in the misery, because you're already born into the misery. This is for people that are born in the misery. You know, there's some people that aren't, right? But for someone like M, he definitely was. So it's like, the only way out of that is to push yourself out of that. You can't, you know, it's going to be hard as hell. And, you know, not everyone is M. Like, M talks about a lot of this stuff, and I respect the hell out of it that he does. But one thing I will say is there is a lot of people out here, like me, for example, that I wasn't gifted with writing the way M was. But there is other things I was gifted with, you know? But, like, I will say it is an added plus to M that he has that talent. Because he definitely put the work in and he deserves it. So I'm not downplaying him whatsoever. I'm not saying he's just, but a part of him is naturally gifted. To be able to write the way M can write, that's not just hard work. Like, that is talent. That is like a God-given talent. So he has that special creativity, which just so happens to be able to put you, this is the perfect way to be able to go from a very messed up situation to rich. You know, there's other talents that I have personally, but those talents, I don't think those talents in particular are a way that it could get me out of a bad situation or bad cards that I was dealt swiftly like that. You know, like his could be an overnight thing. My talents won't do that. My talents are something that but regardless of all that, I'm not complaining about that. What I'm saying is you still need to take into account what M is saying, and you still need to apply that. And I just want people that hear this to understand that yes, he may have all that, and it may be harder for you, but if you put hard work in, if you put dedication in, if you're serious about getting out of a spot that you're in, you will find something. It just may not be an overnight thing. You know, not everyone is gifted with art.
Don't let them say you ain't beautiful. They can all get fucked, just stay true to you. Nobody asked for life to deal us with these bullshit hands with doubt. We gotta take these cards ourselves and flip them, don't expect no help. Now I could've either just sat on my ass and pissed and moaned, or take the situation in which I'm placed in and get up and get my own. I was never the type of kid to wait by the door and pack his bags, or sat on the porch and hoped and prayed for a dad that sure who never did. I just wanted to fit in every single place, every school I went. I dreamed of being that cool kid, even if it meant acting stupid. And Edna always told me, keep making that face and it gets stuck like that. Meanwhile, I'm just standing there holding my tongue, trying to talk like that, till I suck my tongue on that frozen stop sign pole at 8 years old. I learned my lesson in, cause I wasn't trying to impress my friends no more, but
basically his friends played him. You know, I don't think that's what that means, his friends played him. What I'm saying is, he just wanted to be that cool kid. He wanted to fit in, right? He wanted to fit in because if you know M's life, you know, M got bullied a lot, right? So of course he wants to fit in. And but the reason why he put that on there saying I stuck my tongue on that pole when I was 8 years old and it was probably cold outside. You know, that's the metaphor. I don't know if he actually did that or not, but he's saying if you're just trying to impress other people, you know, you're actually doing harm to yourself. Because you're trying to impress people that if you have to do things like that to impress people, then you're not even impressing people, because they're just sitting there making fun of you and they're just having you do things to fuck with you, to laugh at you, to hurt you. They're not there because they want to be there. Because if they did, you wouldn't have to do something to impress them. And it wouldn't be negative things like that, you know? So I think that's the metaphor he's going with. I don't know if he actually did that or not. I would hope he didn't fucking do that. But who knows? He might have actually done that. That might be a real thing that actually.
My own. I was never the type of kid to wait by the door and pack his bags. I sat on the porch and hoped and prayed for a dad that sharp who never did. I just wanted to fit in every single place, every school I went. I dreamed of being that cool kid, even if it meant acting stupid. And Edna always told me, keep making that face and it gets stuck like that. Meanwhile, I'm just standing there holding my tongue, trying to talk like that. Till I suck my tongue on that frozen stop sign pole at 8 years old. I learned my lesson then, cause I wasn't trying to impress my friends no more. But I already told you my whole life story, not just based on my description. Cause where you see it from where you're sitting is probably 110% different. I guess we would have to walk a mile in each other's shoes at least. What size you wear? I wear 10s. Let's see if you can fit your feet in my shoes, just to see what it's like to be me. I'll be you, like straight shoes, just to see what it'd be like to feel your pain, you feel mine. Go inside each other's minds, just to see what we find. Look at shit through each other's eyes. But don't let them say you ain't beautiful. Oh, they can all get fucked, just stay true to you. So don't let them say you ain't beautiful. Oh, they can all get fucked, just stay true.
So what is this song, by the way? The original song. Because I always thought, look, I'm an idiot, y'all, right? And I always thought my whole life, like, I didn't know for a very long time. It literally took me until I was like probably, what, 22 or 23 to actually click in my brain that these are samples and these songs were done. Like this is actually a different song that's already been made and this is just a sample. I really did not know that until about 22 or 23. I thought I thought on this song, I thought M actually had someone else singing this part. And I thought that's how all songs work. Because I wasn't immersed in music. I've always been immersed in music, but I wasn't immersed in anything else except just the music, right? Up until that point. And now that I'm so immersed in music, and I look at every single aspect, like I talked about this on another song. I actually talked about this quite a few times, and I'm going to bring it up again, because I guess you would say it's promo, but one of the live, I don't know if it will be this week or next week, but there's going to be a live coming up on the theme lives that I do, which is going to be original samples. So if anyone knows this song, I would love to know that, because I want to check this original song out too. I want the person singing in the chorus. I want to know where this came from.
I've been too long.
Okay, thank you, bro.
Everybody has a private.
Laura, that's not him singing the chorus. Right here, that is not M.
Hard to reach.
Right here.
I've been too long.
That's not Eminem.
Everybody has a.
That's M doing the oh, but that's not him singing.
I've been too long. Everybody has a private part where they can be alone. Are you calling me? Are you trying to get through? Are you reaching out for me?
Thank you, Greg.
I'm reaching out for you. Yeah. To my babies, stay strong. You gotta be home soon. And to the rest of the world, God gave you them shoes to fit you. So put them on and wear them. Be yourself, man. Be proud of who you are. Even if it sounds corny. Never let no one tell you. You ain't beautiful. You ain't beautiful.
Yeah, no, in the video they do that, Laura. See, I was the same way, Laura, with music in general. I always thought like it was actually like, because I used to go off the videos, right? And I would see rappers or singers, you know, singing these choruses, and then I come to find out it's a completely different song that they took it from. But in this one in particular, like you could tell that's not him singing because that's not his voice. That's an entirely different voice right there. Now there's a lot of songs that M is actually singing on, and some of them are my favorite songs. Like I love Haley's song. I love that song just because of the fact, and that's another one we're gonna do one of these days, because that song was personal to me, because I can replace like that last verse. It goes hand in hand with my whole custody. Like at the time, I used to play the shit out of that. You know, I love that. That talks right to me. And right the day when I found out I won the 50-50 custody, oh, I'm telling you, I was in my suit driving after the court. I had that song on max volume with the subs banging, singing that shit. Every light I pulled up to, people were looking at me. I don't give a damn. I was happy as hell that day. And that's the song I put on. Because it like, the words were perfect at that moment. But then he's got songs like Stronger Than I Was that he's singing on. Reactions coming to that as well. Simply because I like that song, but also because I don't see any reactors reacting to that song. And I've personally requested those songs. Like I've personally requested Stronger Than I Was to a few reaction channels, but that was before I did reactions, and that was before I was actually like in the lives and, you know, being in the chat. Because before I ever started actually doing reactions, I went my whole life and I never was someone that was in the chat. I was never someone that commented on videos. I was never someone that was in the chat of videos. And I'm so glad I started doing reactions, because this showed me a whole nother world, you know? And it wasn't that I had anything against doing that. It's just I never did it. And it's actually story time for another day. I'm going to end this reaction now. But I have a story about that too, about me and an ex, and just the differences when it came to things like that. But thank you for that request, Laura. That was just cool to go down memory lane on. I like the beat. I love what he's talking about, the inspiration behind it, and it's just perfect how at the end there, the reason I said I got chills was because I think that this is like the first time on this song in particular that I'm really understanding the fact that that last part when he was talking, I'm like putting myself in his mindset, and at the time, like he's just been gone for this long, and now he's got the whole world looking at him in this type of way, and luckily he was never forgotten, but he probably thought he was forgotten, at least from rap, because he hasn't rapped in forever. So just to hear him say those words is amazing at this time in his life. So thank you again for that, Laura.